Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the American Sports Connection. I am your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my buddy Lance. How's it going, dude?
Oh, I'm doing okay. My fucking neck's killing me. I got run over by a truck last night.
Really?
Jeez. Well, in my dream, I did, and I woke up and I'm fucking sore. It's like, how the hell did that happen?
That's weird.
Yeah, well, I must have slept funny, and my mind said, hey, you're getting run over by a truck.
Yeah, that's very possible. I've heard of stuff like that, where, like, subconsciously you might have something in your dream, and then you wake up and you feel pain in that area.
It happens to me all the freaking time. But whatever. I should know now in my dreams if I get out of the
way. Duck and cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, since Thanksgiving just passed in the United States, we figured we'd do the very first Survivor Series.
Yeah. The Thanksgiving tradition, I forgot about that because, our Thanksgiving's in October. So,
yeah.
But, of course, we get bombarded by your guys' stuff, which is cool. Whatever. Thanks. I don't mind Thanksgiving. I hate, though, when they're starting Christmas before Thanksgiving ads and stuff like that. That really bugs me. It's like, Jesus Christ, it's the end of October when they're starting.
If you watch the streams of the NFL, it's like you get bombarded with that stuff.
Crazy. Well, at least it's not a political ad every second ad anymore.
Yes,
Jeez,
I'll take it.
Oh, that was horrible, especially the night before the election. It was every ad. Okay, here's a Hillary one, here's a Trump one. Here's a Hillary one, here's a Trump one. Oh, well.
Yeah. Now, do you remember the original Survivor Series?
I do remember watching this, but this will be the next. I must have been, what year is it? 87?
Yes.
So I would have been 16. So yeah,
this was Vince trying stuff out after WrestleMania 3.
Is this just after WrestleMania 3? Okay. I don't know if this was a pay-per-view at the time or one of the free ones to...
yeah, I'm not sure like if you had to go to like the movie theater to watch it or how that worked.
Well, also back then, remember when WCW or NWA at the time was doing their big ones, the WWF would just put a free one on TV.
That's true.
A lot. I don't know if that was the Royal Rumble, but whatever. It's we're not going to do the whole show because it's too long. We're going to do about 3 matches, I think it works out to.
Yeah, it's one. Yeah, the main 3 matches.
Yeah, so I don't know if everyone's got her ready. The Survivor Series. And, you ready to go, Joey?
Yes.
Okay, everybody hit play, and it should be saying Richfield Coliseum on the screen there.
Yes.
Is that what you got? Okay,
yes, we're good to go. See, I actually, like, this year when they did the Survivor Series matches, I was happy because I always liked them as a kid.
I did like them, and then they got really bad because they got to the point of a guy go in, let's tag Earthquake. Earthquake goes in, gets a clothesline, and he's pinned. Okay, so the next guy comes in, he gets kicked in the gut, he gets pinned.
Yeah,
it's like Jesus.
It got really bad around like 94.
Yeah. Oh, there's Jesse.
Jesse
Gorilla.
And Gorilla were always one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, Jesse and anybody. Jesse is my favorite. I still like... Anything he does on the internet, I like to listen to.
Yeah, the very first heel announcer.
He's wearing a pilgrim hat.
Yeah,
I like his jacket.
I kind of figured that.
Nice jacket he's got on there.
This was where they slowly started working in the Big Four. The Survivor Series was the first one they did after WrestleMania. Then the year after was SummerSlam and the Rumble.
Oh, sorry about that. A cough fit there.
Oh, that's right, dude. I always keep a glass of water and like a cough drop next to me because I have a habit of just hacking at some point.
I just hit the mute button. Hopefully I didn't get too much on there.
No, you're good.
Oh, look at it starting like an old Superstars show.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Wrestling Challenge in the back. Oh, there's Honky. Oh,
I
Andre.
remember that was my heyday when I was growing up. They had Wrestling Challenge and Superstars back to back on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, I got that too, and I'd
That
always
was
have the video machine ready to tape it because I don't know. It was usually on probably about 11 in the morning,
yes.
and I was probably getting home around 6 in the morning. So yeah,
That's funny.
like I said, I was 16.
What are you gonna do? You only live once, right?
Yeah. So they're saying it's Honky Tonk is the captain and Macho Man's the captain.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because do you remember? And I'm sure you do. When they used to have Bad News Brown in these, and then he would never get along with anybody.
Bad News Brown, Bad News Allen. Yeah, he was one of my favorites too because he came from Stampede Wrestling. He's another guy I followed from the beginning.
Yeah, I thought it was cool when they gave him some props on Bret Hart's DVD where they showed him and Bret wrestling on like ladder matches in Stampede.
Yeah.
Like they were like the first ones I think to do that.
Well, that's what they say. Bret says he invented it, and I believe him on that because I don't know if he says he invented it or he borrowed it or I guess they all invent and borrow stuff, don't they?
Well, that's almost as bad as what Paul Heyman said on the ECW thing I told you about. You got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. I haven't watched that. Is there two of them?
There's
two
one
different ones?
that's a like a
I seen the
panel.
50. I seen the 50 shocking things.
That's really good because I remember all of those.
Okay, so there's two. Yeah, I'll give you something to watch tonight.
Okay, the ways of elimination: pinfall, submission, countout, disqualification, or injury by the referee's discretion. You
So
don't hear
basically,
that one much
normal.
anymore.
No.
Here you
Referee's
go
discretion.
with our first match. They're doing their little promo in the back.
What do we got there? We got Outlaw Ron Bass, Hercules, Honky Tonk, Harley Race,
And Dangerous Danny Davis.
Dangerous Danny Davis. Oh, I remember this when he nailed
Yes.
Honky Tonk nailed him with the guitar. This was great.
And then isn't this where Hogan came out to save him?
Is that, I can't remember.
Or was it the other time? It was one of those times. I remember that.
Yeah, I think this is just where they he
Where
just
they
got the beat
clobbered
down
him, yeah.
and left him in the ring.
It's just so weird to see Harley Race in WWE, even though he only was there for, what, like 2 years?
Yeah, and they didn't do much with him, but
He probably got a good payday.
yeah, and Hogan was on top then, and everybody knew if they were coming in, what was going to go down. They weren't going to beat Hogan. Nobody beat Hogan in the day, but hey, that's the way it was, and it worked.
Yeah, because he's basically the Babe Ruth of the WWE.
Yep, exactly. Oh man, look at those hairdos from those women.
With the perm hair and all
Yeah,
that.
with that poofed up. The King.
The King, Harley Race. Hercules Hernandez. Where they shortened it.
Chain. Yeah, he went just for Hercules.
I remember that. I don't remember him as Hercules Hernandez. And then I'm like, oh, okay, they just shortened it.
Danny Davis.
Yeah, look at that outfit.
Well, he was the bad referee, so he has to wear black and white, I guess.
Outlaw Ron Bass.
Typical Texan. All got to have a big mustache, black boots, and a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And a
That
dork.
makes sense.
I wonder if he's got a horseshoe on his trunks. Half of them they usually do.
And the Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, my buddy.
Man, I just read something that Jake the Snake was saying some really, like, I guess they have, like, a really nasty like feud going on.
Yeah, I just seen something about that this morning on the Facebook there, and I'll look into it. Honky Tonk buying up people's rights to their names, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was reading. That he already owns the name of the Patriot.
Oh, he does. He does have horseshoes on his pants.
You called it, Lance.
Oh man.
And here's their opponents.
As if Jake the Snake and Ricky Steamboat are going to get along.
I know.
It's like he's killed Ricky almost 3 times.
And then it's funny. Oh, wow. Look at that shot by the King on Hacksaw Duggan.
Oh, I'd see a Hacksaw not in blue. But
yeah.
I guess this is when they started.
And then this was not too long, remember, after Brutus turned into the barber.
Shaved Adrian Adonis's head at WrestleMania 3, I guess that was.
Yes, and that's where it started.
Yeah.
Had a built-in feud, and Adrian, for whatever reason, left the company. And then was tragically killed in a car crash, maybe a year or 2 later.
Yeah, I always liked Adrian.
Yeah. I saw a picture of him when he was, like, really thin, and I didn't even realize it was him.
Well, he wasn't really thin, but he wasn't
let me
fat
say,
like he was. Yeah,
at WrestleMania 3.
Exactly. It's like when you're watching UFC now, and Tank Abbott comes out. They're like, "Look at Tank Abbott. Not Tank Abbott. Sorry, Roy Country.
I know Couture.
Big Country. No, Roy Big Country, the guy with the mullet, the big.
Oh yeah. I know who you mean.
Yeah, they're like, look at him. He looks great, but compared to everybody else, no.
Just being kind.
Because he did lose some pounds, but Brutus. I watched a thing about him. He had 18 different names through the years. Crazy.
That is crazy when you think about it.
Stone Mountain, Georgia. Take the snake.
Probably the greatest promo guy I've ever seen.
He's up there. He's got to be in the top 5, top 3. Because back in this era, everybody was just yelling and screaming.
And he just was quiet.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah. I always said, Lance, my favorite promos of his were when he was a heel in like 91, 92.
Yeah, he was my second favorite. This guy here was always my first favorite. Probably will be for the end of time.
Macho Man. Yeah, he was the man.
And well, what I liked about Macho Man, he had the look, he had the ability, that's for sure. He had the ability to talk on the mic, and he had the girl.
Yeah,
listening
to a Macho Man promo was funny because he was all over the place. He reminded me so much of the Warrior with his promos.
Wow, the Warrior was
like, where are you going?
Crazy. You needed subtitles for him.
And I think you had mentioned this. I've been listening to a lot of Bruce Pritchard's podcast.
Yeah, that's my favorite podcast now.
I was listening to the one about WrestleMania 7 where he was talking about Randy wanted to take a break from wrestling for a while. That's why they did that retirement thing.
Yeah. He's definitely got all the backstage news, doesn't he? Because he was there.
Yeah, that's why I've been trying to catch up with it. It's really like, if you're a big wrestling fan, you'll love it.
Conrad Thompson here, talking to Bruce Pritchard.
Oh man, he annoys me.
I'm really nice to Ric Flair, but when it comes to Bruce Pritchard, I'm a fucking asshole.
Pritchard really get into it.
Oh, they ever? And then you listen to then I listened back to a Ric Flair one with Conrad, and I go, this is so tame.
Yeah,
treating Ric Flair like an old grandpa. Basically. And Bruce Pritchard, he's right into it.
And here we getting into it.
But I like that about it, because, he calls him on, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, Bruce doing the strut.
Yeah.
Of course, Kitty wrestled back in the day, told him to kiss his ass that way. Man, Hercules is another guy that's no longer with us.
No.
I think his was he overdosed or a heart attack or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just congenital heart stuff.
Probably from all the stuff from back in the day. Oh,
Well, I
he
remember,
got him
like,
in the sleeper.
yeah, because back in the day, I said his last run in WCW, he was the Super Invader or something like that. Wore a mask and had a big beer belly.
Hip tosses for everybody, Lance.
Yeah, that's his only move.
Yeah, he was pretty bad in the ring with a
Well,
work rate.
he was Hogan's buddy. That's all he needed to be back then. But, you know, a lot of people give Brutus crap for, well, the only reason you're here is because you're Hogan's buddy. It's like, I've gotten a lot of jobs in my life through a buddy. You know?
Exactly. It's just jealousy.
You know, once you're in the door, if you can't do your job, you're not going to keep your job.
Plus, as long as the fans want you, that's all that matters.
Yeah. And I liked him and Valentine.
Ooh. Jake with a crazy leverage move on Danny Davis.
Yep.
Flipping here comes arm Macho over. Man, your buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, big boot. There goes Ricky Steamboat. He gets tagged in.
Steamboat. I never liked Steamboat. I never liked him, his character, just because he's the goody two-shoe guy. But, man, you can't say he's a bad wrestler.
He never did anything for me.
Well, like I said, I always liked the heels. So
yeah. Ooh.
Being 16 at the time, listening to heavy metal and stuff, no way I'm going for the good guy.
Yeah. Here comes the king.
There's another guy I always really liked too, because I seen him before back in the NWA. So
yeah.
Once he came here, though, I knew, oh God, I'm not going to give him a chance.
Yeah. Ooh.
But he's at the end of his career. He's got to be, what, 50s or more.
He didn't even want to wrestle, but he was he basically, Vince and them, like, bankrupt him from killing that NWA territory in St. Louis, so he had no choice. He needed money. Yeah,
well, the same thing happened to Stu Hart and a bunch of other guys, you know, but that was the way it was back then.
Look at a kip up by Steamboat. And he does it again.
Skin the cat, is that what it's called?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what Sean...
Harley Race doesn't do it as gracefully.
Yeah, I think, that's what Shawn Michaels calls it, skin the cat, when he does it.
Ooh, belly to belly.
Yeah, I loved his suplexes.
You didn't really see guys do that in this, like, time in WWE. Like, that was a big thing.
Well, Harley was the old school veteran wrestler.
Here comes Duggan. Hitting him with 50 punches.
Yeah.
Ooh.
One of the first guys to body slam Andre.
Yeah. Nobody knows about.
Yeah. When he was crazy Luke or something.
Man, he's just beating the crap out of Harley outside the ring.
Oh, God. Are we going to get a double DQ? Hope not. Come on, get in the ring, yeah.
Hey, telling the camera guy, get out of my way.
And they don't got much room. Oh, there's the bell. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, now here comes the rest of their teammates to try to break them up.
Oh, ooh, Jesse the Body blaming Duggan.
That's not family friendly. I guess it's a way to protect them both. So they don't get pinned. That's ironic. You said you wonder if he had horseshoes on his tights, and he sure did.
It's always a Texan does it, just the way it is.
Oh, here comes the Macho Man.
Barry Windham had a horseshoe. Black Jack Mulligan had a horseshoe. Stan Hansen had a horseshoe. It's just gotta be there, or is he not a Texan?
Freaking elbow right in the face. Oh, there's classic Macho Man with the knee right in the throat.
Yeah.
Man, that's impressive body slam him because he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Elbow to the face to the honky tonk man.
I
Ooh,
always liked those pink and white trunks Macho Man wears.
yeah. Do you remember the arcade game they had with this? It was like right around, I think WrestleMania 4. It was right around the time it came out. I spent like so much money in that arcade.
Oh, I loved that game, especially when you get 4 guys to play.
Yeah.
I think that was the one with 4. I know there was one with, maybe it was just 2 people you could play that one.
But I know what you're talking about.
Is that the one where it had, can't remember. But yeah, I know the games you're talking
I think
about.
at the end you had to fight like Andre and DiBiase.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Ooh,
And then the next one, the next game after that was the one you had to wrestle the Road Warriors at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back body drop. That didn't look too good, but it was effective.
Yeah. Tagged Brutus, did he?
Blind tag to Brutus.
Oh, Brutus, I better tag him again.
Knee. Oh, there's your complaint. A high knee and a 1-2-3.
Yeah. And probably Brutus will get the pin here within 10 seconds, too.
And then Hercules went to drop an elbow, and Brutus moved, and he hit the guy that just got pinned.
Outlaw Ron Bass.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't remember his name there for a second.
It's a fake Stan Hansen, basically.
Yeah. Up now, Honky's in. I will give Honky Tonk Man credit. He always said he was never a great wrestler, but he knew how to get people to make them angry and hate him.
Yeah. Well, that's all you needed back then.
Yeah. You didn't have to be great. You just had to know enough.
Like, look at Piper. He had to be one of the worst wrestlers ever.
Yeah.
But
he was one of the best talkers ever.
Yeah, you hate him. You want to...
I always liked heel Piper better anyway.
Oh, of course, yeah. Even though Face Piper was basically the same guy.
Yeah. That is a very good point. Trying to take his arm with him, Lance, as they used to say back in the day.
Yeah. I don't know if this is 100% truth, but back in the day, Honky Tonk Man was supposed to be Brutus Beefcake.
Yes.
And then he got sick, so they brought in Ed Leslie. And then Honky Tonk, he had a contract already. They said, well, let's keep you as Honky Tonk Man, I guess. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's...
well, there's always a million stories out there.
Rumor and innuendo, as Conrad would say.
Yeah. Ooh, he's just kicking him right in the face. He always made me laugh when Brutus would sell. His facial expressions were funny. He's like, ugh. And they just always wore those weird tights. They were just, they were weird.
Yeah, a little too much for me.
I mean, they were worse for a while. Like, they looked like a grenade went off in them.
Yeah, with little fringy holes with the... Yeah, but I'm sure they cost a lot of money.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not old Danny Davis's outfit there. Looks like he picked that up in the used wrestler's bin back behind Lost and Found.
At the Dollar General or something.
Yeah. Somebody left these pants in the back. Danny did. I'll take them. And they also look like maybe he passed them on to Virgil later on.
He might have.
Because those look like the same that Virgil had back in the day.
Yeah, they kind of do. Ooh, atomic drop. Honky always sold that good.
Yeah.
Ooh, finally gets him down. As he said, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Yeah. Well, you know how they say, that's just because he held it the longest. Well,
then that means he's the best.
Yeah, I would say so.
I remember this was around the time Danny Davis caught him. Shake, rattle, and roll.
That should be it.
And Brutus is gone. So it's 3-3. I'm surprised Danny Davis lasted that long out there.
He hasn't done anything.
I know, but just still.
Yeah. That was the thing about him. He was the wrestler that did absolutely nothing but would win in the end somehow.
Yeah. I remember he was the trainer for OVW for a long time.
He's still got his own wrestling school somewhere because I heard him on a podcast a while back.
Oh, really? God
Yeah.
damn, Hercules is going to town on Savage. That's just.
It was always funny when Hercules, remember, when he would win the match, he would swing the chain around in the ring, and whoever he was facing would be like scared, jumping out of the ring, hiding from the chain. But the cameraman's standing right there. He wasn't scared. It's like, come on.
Well, remember, Herc used to do the torture rack.
Yeah. And on his knees and really oomph it.
Yeah, sell it good.
Yeah. Just one of those big muscle guys for Hogan to beat and then become a mid-carder the rest of your life, but getting paid.
Hey, there's a tag to Jake. I was going to say, well, shit, if you had a run with Hogan and you were smart with your money, you got a ton of money.
Yeah, everybody that came in, the big super heel that would come through and then lose to Hogan, they knew it was up.
Oh, yeah. Look at the Boss Man. He had that huge feud and then just kind of never did anything after that.
Yeah, but One-Man Gang came in, same thing, or
you could go down a who's who.
Yeah.
Honky gets the feet up and knocks Jake back. This ref, look at his hair. It's all messed up. It's like, damn, dude, you ever seen a comb? It's because it's all like in his face.
Really?
Maybe because he hardly doesn't have any hair from what I'm seeing.
That could be. He's got a super comb over.
It looks like it, now that I noticed. Here comes Herc again. Ooh. I'll tell you, this was funny. My son went to his other relatives, and he was like, I'm going to go punch we're going to play wrestling. I said, all right, well, like, be safe. And he's like, well, I'm going to punch my cousin in the face. I was like, no, don't do that.
Our wrestling's a little different than your other kids wrestling.
Yeah. And he's like, well, he like legitimately thought they hit each other. I'm like, no. So I had to explain to him so he didn't freaking hurt him.
Yeah. We're not playing UFC.
Yeah.
Jake has a face. It just don't work, does it? God.
I know.
Jake, but they loved him back then, this area, so I guess they had to keep him face because their fans loved him.
Yeah. It's just weird. Danny Davis actually got in a couple moves this time.
Yeah. Here he goes.
Come to the eye. European uppercut. Holy shit. He's just pissing him off.
Well, he was a wrestler back before he was the
referee.
Bad referee, yeah, so.
Oh, short clothesline. You know what that is.
Oh, I loved that move.
Well, see, the thing was, he sold it where he would do that, and then the crowd really hyped. Oh,
yeah.
DDT. He spiked him. Goodbye.
Yeah, because you knew once the short arm clothesline, you knew what was coming up next.
Oh, wow. Look at Hercules diving
in. Nice shot right to the bridge of the nose.
Oh, yeah. He's like coming in like a crazy person. Didn't expect that. Oh, nice elbow. Damn, and another. He could always drop some good elbows. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he was another underrated guy, I think. On the lower underrated scale.
Yeah.
because they only let him do punches and kicks, but I heard that he was, he could do. Well, he also did that. He did, I think, the stall suplex. He did quite a bit.
Yeah.
But they say also he was a legit tough guy.
Yes.
You got screw around with him.
There's quite a few I've heard that about.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all pretty tough guys, but
Bradshaw being not one of them.
Well, it depends on who he's fighting, I guess.
Well, I just think it's funny because I've heard this story and look at him cheating, Lance.
Yeah, he's cheating. Jesus Christ, he's cheating.
I've heard this story from a lot of different guys that Joey Styles knocked Bradshaw out cold.
That's cool. Yeah, I'd never heard of that, but yeah.
I was like, well, I've heard it from more than one wrestler, so I was like, well, it's got to be true then.
Yeah, I got him. Well, he's still my buddy. The guy's like 5'5", maybe 5'4".
Mm-hmm.
But he was trained to be as a boxer since he was a little kid, and nobody expects it from him. But I've seen him knock out some big dudes. Just,
yeah.
Pop, pop, pop. It's like, holy crap!
Here we go. They're getting a rest, Lance.
Yeah.
While
So
Savage is all the way over on the top rope, acting nuts, and then Steamboat's like, yeah, come on.
So we got Steamboat, Savage, and Jake versus
Honky and Hercules.
And Danny Davis still there? Oh, no, he got DDT.
He got eliminated.
Yeah. So I think we know who's going to win this one.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good threesome, though. But Jake, Macho, and Ricky. I'd take that.
Yeah, excuse me. Sorry about that. Freaking sun going down early is doing that.
Yeah. I don't know why they still do that stupid daylight savings time thing.
I know, I don't like it either.
Well, they did it for the war back in the 40s, right?
Yes.
I think it's like, gee, I don't think we need to save power anymore.
Yeah. Oh, high knee by Jake, but
yeah, always a good move.
Smart enough to make the tag right to Herc.
Come on, Herc, get him. Toast but no cigar, Jesse.
Yeah, he was always one of my favorites.
Him and McMahon were great.
He's like, stop playing favorites, McMahon.
All right, you're looking at the wrong match. He's right in there. He's got his throat. He's got him by the throat. No, you're blind, McMahon. I don't see that. I just seen another interview with Jesse on the YouTube somewhere, and he was talking about the money he makes from Vince again.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
He said it's his wrestling retirement.
Yeah.
And I always remember they asked him that would he come back to work for Vince, and he said sure, as long as he puts the decimal point in the right place.
Yeah, he said on this one they asked him, would you ever come back? And he says, I don't think Vince can afford me now. I had to change it a bit. He's promoting that book of his about the marijuana manifesto. So I think it was a Mexican with Larry King, it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I remember? Ooh, Noggin Knocker is the used
to call it.
You know, it's funny because I go back as a kid and watch this, and I thought all wrestling was good. When I go back and watch it, you're like, wow, some of this is really bad.
Well, these Survivor Series matches aren't meant to be technical masterpieces. Oh, yeah, they're big fights.
Steamboat clearing house. Finally get the hot tag, Lance.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing his kung fu poses.
Look out.
I think you and me were talking about guys that have never been heel.
He was one of them.
Before. Yeah, not many of them.
But he actually wanted to turn heel, and Pat Patterson told him, "Don't you even think about it."
Yeah, that wasn't because he would have been fed to Hogan and out the door.
And Steamboat has gone on the record and said it probably saved his career.
Yeah.
Tag to the Macho Man.
Going with the elbow.
See you later.
Oh, I love that move.
There's that.
3-on-1. Oh, you're in big trouble, Honky. Get the guitar.
Here he goes. Boom, boom, boom. Fist to the face. Ooh, big elbow. I don't like that camera angle.
No.
Ooh, he misses.
Like a bad video game angle. You ever see that?
You would have thought Honky would have just ran away, you know?
Yeah. You ever see that video on YouTube of when Honky's smashing a guitar at a used car lot or something and he slices his finger off almost? Crazy.
Yeah, because the guy wanted to, like, tap guitars with him or something, but the dude, like, swung at 100 miles an hour and he got his finger caught.
In the strings.
Yeah, that shit was nasty.
Yeah, because when I was partying with him that night, we were talking about the guitar, and I said, he didn't smash the guitar on nobody's head tonight. He's like, he starts laughing. He goes, yeah, McMahon's not paying for the guitars. Now that McMahon doesn't pay for the guitars, I sure the hell ain't. Smash a $200 guitar to make $100.
Hell yeah, I don't blame him.
I don't know if he made $100. I have no idea what he made.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Man, they're really doing a number on Honky.
Yeah, like you said, we should have just known Honky would have just took off. But I guess he thought he could beat all three. He's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. He could beat these three former champs.
Why not? Here comes Savage. Ooh, right off the second rope.
Yeah, Jesse's freaking
the life out of him.
Jesse's freaking out. They can pin him anytime. They're just torturing him.
Ooh,
but it was the other way around.
I know Jimmy Hart's looking like he's having a heart attack. I think Mach is going for the big... No, he got out the way. Ooh, right to the forehead.
Back to Lex.
There's that atomic drop to the outside.
Over the top. This is probably when Honky might take off.
Yeah, there he goes.
Hey.
Jesse's face is great. He's like, what?
Yeah. SC's covering for him. He's talking about the South. He's going to have a new strategy. Yeah,
that's funny.
Mm-hmm. I never knew it till I watched a podcast documentary thing about Honky that he wrestled with blonde hair and he was like a beach surfer guy when he first started.
Yes.
I never even knew that.
Under his real name.
Was it Wayne Ferris?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember him when he was in Stampede Wrestling. He was Honky Tonk Wayne for a bit, and then he had like 3 different names.
Yeah.
That was okay match. Definitely some superstars, but...
Yeah. Alright, Lance. We're going to skip this next match.
Yeah, hit the bubble that says... well, we might as well... It says finish of women's 5-on-5, and then we'll at least get to see the guys come out.
Okay.
Okay. It looks like it's only about 3 minutes of them coming out, so everybody hit that bubble now.
Okay.
And there should be who knows who in the ring.
That is the jumping bomb angels or whatever the hell they were called.
Yeah, this is not when women's wrestling was good.
They were actually for a short amount of time, the WWF Women's Tag Team Champions.
Yeah. It just didn't work back this era.
Plus there was only like 3 teams.
Yeah. And I have no idea that is with Jimmy Hart there.
The Glamour Girls.
Oh, that it? Okay, yeah. Once you say that,
The reason I remembered is I saw it on the back of his jacket.
okay.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So definitely saved ourselves 30 minutes of crap, probably.
Or at least a good 20.
Yeah.
I remember this tag match was the longest.
And we'll be after the tag match. We're gonna skip ahead again to the end.
So you don't have to watch 30 minutes of promos. I like the logo and everything from back in the day.
The WWF logo?
No, the Survivor Series.
Oh, okay.
With the big letters.
Well, those are some big tag teams names there.
It's the Islanders, Heart Foundation, Demolition, and the Dream Team, it looks like.
Bravo and Valentine.
Yes.
You know, Hearts would have been my favorite team of these guys, with Demolition a close second. I like the Islanders, too.
Yes. Very underrated.
Of course, that's Haku.
The most dangerous man in pro wrestling.
Anybody that wrestles in bare feet, man.
Yeah, you gotta be tough.
Yeah. Oh, Jimmy's got to change his jacket real quick. Jeez, he looks exactly the same, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's a trip.
He changes his glasses, too? Yeah. Nice. Who's Bobby? Oh, he'd be managing the Islanders, I guess.
Yes.
Demolition.
I actually liked Demolition
Mr. Fuji.
back here when they were heels because their face paint was cooler, where they had mixed in like the little yellow and here and there. I thought it was kind of different looking than when they were faces. But that's just me. Oh,
Yeah.
here's the fifth team. The Russians. He's trying to get Gorilla Monsoon to stand up.
Well, that is. It's the national anthem. You got to stand. Or kneel now.
Whatever you want to call it.
I told you about on Hannibal's podcast there where he interviewed Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah.
And they're talking away, and Nikolai's like, Hannibal's like, well, what did you think about the Montreal Screwjob? Were you there at the time? And Nikolai Volkov's, what's the Montreal Screwjob? He had no clue what it was.
Because he was out of wrestling for a while after that.
Yeah, and he obviously, didn't pay attention to any wrestling.
Ah, look who it is, one of the Valiant brothers.
Is that...
I think it was Johnny Valiant.
Johnny V, yeah.
I met him a long time ago when I was a teenager. Islanders, I remember when they stole the Bulldog's dog. Remember?
Yeah. Now that you said that, I remember.
They stole it, and that's when Bobby Heenan wrestled again, and then they had the dog attack him.
Here's my favorite tag team of all time. The Hearts.
Yeah, they were really good.
Of course, Demolition. I really didn't like Demolition when they first came out, because I've seen the Road Warriors for so long. And they've even admitted there was a blatant rip-off, right?
But they got over on their own.
Yeah, exactly. And they didn't wrestle the same.
All right, here you go.
The Bulldogs, there's the Killer Bees, Strike Force.
The Rougeaus.
I think I see.
And the Young Stallions.
Yeah, Paul Roma and Jim Powers.
I think so.
Yeah. There's one of the best horsemen ever in the background there, way low because he's so damn short you can't see him.
Ha ha ha.
Gee, I remember.
I was going to say something about Tito because he was talking. He's actually a school teacher. About an hour or two away from where I live.
I think he might be another guy that was never a heel.
I think you're right.
I can't remember, but I don't know about his early career, but I can't remember him ever being a heel in the WWE or when he was in WCW for a bit.
Yeah, he came in that one night only against like Jeff Jarrett or something. Remember when they were doing that nonsense with all the legends?
Maybe.
It was bad.
Oh, there's the dog. It was funny when Dino had Georgia Hart on for about 3 hours there on his 24-hour show.
Yeah.
She was talking about the dog and Howard, because she remembers this at the time because she was a little girl. And the poor dog, she was saying she just had puppies and they had to bring her out. And then, all she wanted to do was go back to the puppies. And that's why she bit somebody that one time because... She said the poor dog.
They did all kinds of awful things to that dog.
Yeah, I've heard, yeah. But
what would you expect from drugged up Dynamite?
Well, he wanted the dog to look tough.
Yeah. There you go, Strike Force. They were the tag champs at the time.
I wonder if, was it Tom Zink? I wonder if he wishes he didn't quit. Maybe they were the Can-Am connection.
Yeah.
And he bitched that Rick Martel was making more money.
So they fired him.
Yeah, I see that thing about Rick Martel even said, he goes, he wanted to do a tag team because he wanted to go into the tag team because he was division, and he picked Tom Zink and said, hey, you want to be my tag team partner? This is what we're going to do. It was all his idea, all his everything, and then Tom Zink's like, well, I should get half the money. You were just a jobber, basically. I was a former world champion here. Yeah. Okay, we'll get somebody else. Oh, Tito. Well, perfect. Even a better team. Holy, look at all the people out there. Jesus.
Yeah, that's Nikolai and I think Tito.
Yeah, because he's got Rick
no,
Martel's got the. Is it? No, I think that's Tito because he's got the different. Oh, it is Martel. You're right.
Yeah.
There's
able to tell
there's the Canadian thing.
He's got the Canadian flag on his trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of people out there. Holy cow.
Yeah, and Slick and Bobby Heenan and
Jimmy V or Johnny V.
Well, there's only one great thing about the all those people out there is most of them are alive.
Yeah.
I think Dino's the only one out there that's dead.
I think so.
I don't know who on the Bell Bulldog, obviously.
Yeah.
The Russian, the old back with the old evil Russian team.
Yeah. I started watching right when they broke up. When Boris turned on Nikolai.
Right, that Nikolai was wearing, he was teamed up with Duggan.
So bad.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, now I'm all of a sudden I love America.
Yeah, because that pay-per-view I went to, him and Duggan sang the national anthem. Oh, forearm. See you, Russians.
See ya, yeah.
5-4 already. And Axe doing what he does best, beating people up.
Speaking of national anthems, did you watch the football game Detroit and Lions? Yes. And did you see the national anthem? What's the name sang there?
It was terrible.
Like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
You guys believe Franklin? It's
I mean, I respect her and everything, but man, it was not one of her better performances. Look at Jock with the flying elbow.
Yeah. Oh, drop kick.
I always liked Jock.
I liked both Russos. Yeah.
Yeah. The Killer Bees.
Yeah. Oh, that Dino Bravo in there?
Yes.
Strongest man on earth for a bit there.
Oh, there's Davy Boy giving him a headbutt. And he tags Smash in, and Smash gets the crap beat out of him by Davy Boy. Man, those Bulldogs were just strong friggin' dudes. Like, it was crazy how strong they were.
Well, that wrestling I seen when I was a kid, when I was like 8, it was Davy Boy versus Dynamite.
Yeah.
That was the championship match. First time then, I mean, it was a bloodbath. Looked like something from Friday the 13th, for Christ's sake. This is when I just started watching Stampede. Because this would have been, I can't remember when, but it was
in the late 70s.
Or maybe early 80s. And this was the, jobber era, and you didn't see any big matches. It was crazy, and I'm like, well, this is really good.
Yeah. Oh, they got Haku in there now with one of the killer bees, and they're making a wish.
Yeah. It's some pretty big name tag teams out there.
Yeah. Up. Trips up the anvil. Brings in your favorite Horseman member of all time.
Oh, God. I remember watching that live, and I don't know if Flair even knew who was coming out, because the look on his face was like,
what
the hell is this? Who is this guy? I thought that was the guy serving coffee in the back.
That's funny. I think this is when Demolition just came in. They weren't in very long.
No.
Because they originally, I believe, were managed by Johnny V.
Yeah. They were when they first came out. Well, of course they were. I didn't know that till the newer era when the Demolition was two different. Well, one different guy. That the Moondog or Spot or something was the.
Yeah.
The guy before Smash.
They actually, I didn't know this. They debuted January of '87.
Is that the original Demolition or this Demolition though, right?
The original.
Yeah.
The one that was replaced, Barry Darso, that was in February of '87. So they were there before WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, because this is Thanksgiving, so that would be later on November.
Nice flip there by Jacques.
What's he doing now? Oh, missed him.
He got burned.
See, this is what the things gets pinned by a miss. It's like, Jesus, was that Smash or Axe could at least give him a kick or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Now
it's the only thing I hated about Survivor Series.
Yeah, we got an Islander and Dynamite.
That's Tama.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, comes Jim Powers.
Look out. I guess Jim Powers wasn't really a jobber yet at this time. Ooh.
Well, they were jobbers before this, and then they became this team, and they gave him a couple wins, and they were the bottom of the totem pole.
They were back to jobbing.
Yeah, they were the jobbing tag team then.
Look at this, Anvil holding him up. This can't be good.
No, anything Haku does to you can't be good. But I think about Jim Powers, I don't know if he had the look they wanted, for sure.
Maybe he couldn't work.
Well, he could actually work. I don't know if his mic skills were zero, or
he was
wrong place, wrong place, wrong time, or once you become a jobber, you're a jobber thing.
Yeah. Well, their Axe is beating the tar out of him.
Not many WWE jobbers back in the day ever made it. There's a few.
Bigfoot. Well, it's funny because most people remember Axe from his other gimmick before Demolition.
Yeah, I didn't know that till after.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
know he
didn't
was.
either.
Yeah,
But
so I do remember the Masked Superstar,
yeah,
and I do remember the Machines.
yeah, because
But
Andre was one of them.
well, that was pretty obvious, wasn't it? And I knew the other machine was Blackjack Mulligan,
Yeah,
but I couldn't figure out who's that other machine because Smash Superstars had always worked under a mask since day one, anyways.
yeah.
So
But you knew the voice sounded familiar.
yeah, but then I'm
Ooh,
figuring
gut wrench.
I'm not figuring they're replacing a mask guy with an old mask guy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not. And the other one that got me was, like I said before, was Gold Dust, and that one should have been simple.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Now
but it was good.
Smash is beating up one of the bees.
Yeah, they wore masks for a while. You remember that?
Yeah, vaguely I do.
They would do the old switcheroo thing, but they were good guys.
Yes. I'll tell you, one of my first memories, it's funny you mention that, because it was in the old NWA. The first thing I remember watching as a kid was when they had the Brian Pillman thing when he was under a mask. What the something dog, the yellow dog or whatever it was called.
Yellow Dog. I think that was him. Yellow Dog actually was a few different guys.
Yeah, but when he was unmasked, it was Pillman.
Yeah.
Man, and Dynamite just got the dog shit kicked out of him by the cheating demolition.
Let's go for a pile driver?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice
Ooh,
pile
and he
driver.
spiked him.
I know, Brett had one of the best pile drivers ever. But
Oh, and he kicks out. Holy shit.
of course, when you got Paul Orndorff at the time, you know.
Yeah, he was in the NWA by this time.
Orndorff?
Yeah. He had left, I think, late 86.
Okay, so that move's open.
Yeah, so that's probably why
Although
they didn't do it.
It is a standard wrestling move. Well, not anymore, but...
Yeah, Undertaker and Kane are the only ones that do it. Oh, he hit the post. Brett always did that.
Yeah, he was one of those guys that would beat the shit out of himself, too.
The other guy that I always remember, and it reminds me from, because when I was listening to that Bruce Pritchard podcast, was Mr. Perfect. He always took crazy fucking bumps, too.
Yeah, another one of my favorites. Although I don't think I would like hanging out with the guy with all the fucking ribs he supposedly put on people.
Yeah, man.
I'm not one of those type of people. You pull a rib on me, I'm just going to punch you in the face.
Look at this. Oh, and he missed. That had to hurt.
Yeah. And this isn't a bad match, actually. Better than the first one.
Yeah. That's,
probably because these
Martel in there.
A lot of these guys wrestle each other every single night for a year.
Ooh.
You know. That's probably why
Yeah. Oh, kicked him right in the fucking face. That had to hurt.
Yeah, because I remember when I was a kid and I watched the old WWF film from New York. Rick Martel and Tony Garea. That was my favorite tag team.
They put him in the crab and then they tagged Neidhart.
This can't be it. Oh, jeez. That would have been horrible. Yeah, because that was his move, the Boston Crab.
Yeah. And then they called it in WCW the Quebec Crab. Or something like that. It was something ridiculous.
Oh, of course.
And he tags Tito.
Arriba!
Yeah, that's who they took the titles from, the Hearts.
Flying forearm. Yeah, this got to be it. No. Oh, Brett saves him.
Oh, nice save by Brett at the last split second. But you would have been...
Oh.
He hit him behind and they got the 3.
Crazy.
The Hearts. He must have hit him with something. Because he's like not moving. Or at least in a lot of pain.
Yep.
So we're down to, I think, 4-on-3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the young Stallions are going to win. Gotta be.
Yeah. Why not?
That was the biggest sarcasm of all time.
Yeah, I could tell. Ooh, nice drop kick.
Yeah.
I always thought Haku should have been a singles champion.
He never had anything?
Never.
Wow.
That I know of.
You at least thought he would have got the hardcore championship. Everybody else in the world did.
Yeah.
That'd be some. Well, I guess once he got it, he'd still be holding on to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, who's going to take it from him?
He ever get any tag champions? Must have.
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah. That'd be a shame if he never got a belt of anything.
Let's see.
You know, not everybody can be champion, but
He won the hardcore title in WCW one time.
okay, well that don't really count, does it?
And then he won the tag belts with Andre, but that doesn't really count.
Oh no, I remember that. Yeah, they were the Colossal Connection. So yeah, like no, that's a WWF tag belts. That's something big.
Yeah. I just always thought he should have had like a singles title, but what do I know? I guess it was because it was so loaded with talent back then. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure this is horrible to say, but I'm sure the color of his skin and his nationality held him back. That's WWF.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
He's from he's not Samoan. He's Tongan.
Yeah.
I had to think of the word.
But back in the day, the immigrant, I guess you would call it, champ, good guy was a big thing, like Bruno.
Yeah.
Or, who's the other guy I was thinking of? Pedro Morales.
Yeah.
Pat Patterson. Yeah.
Thing, yeah.
Once Vince took over, you gotta be white and muscular.
I always loved Brett's snap suplex.
I think that's another stampede. You have to learn this move before you move on to the next move thing.
Roma gets tagged in, the greatest horseman of all time.
Greatest. And like I already said it before, I was watching that and I was like, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? What? Paul Roma.
Talk about a letdown, right?
How was the...
Right
at least the Shockmaster was entertaining.
Yeah, with the weird voice.
Yeah. It's funny. Like I said, I got Fred Ottman as a friend on Facebook there, and he's where he loves it now, you know, because it's one of those things in wrestling history that you'll remember.
Oh, yeah.
Good or bad.
Oh, here we go. Is he going to kick? Oh, he kicked out. He hit him with a pretty big elbow there, the hammer off the second rope.
So Johnny Valentine, is that Greg Valentine? Are they related? They've got the same name. They must be.
Maybe.
I think so.
Have you heard Bruce Pritchard's podcast? Oh, he's going to tag a bulldog. What the original plan was for WrestleMania 7.
Yeah.
You mentioned Fred Ottman, so I figured I'd talk about it. That would have been...
When are we ever going to talk about Fred Ottman again?
Yeah.
That's my horrible Conrad impression. Yeah, I've listened to all of them. That's my, like I said, it's my favorite podcast now.
I'm catching up.
Yeah.
I think
the
I listened
TNA
to like
one.
2.
The TNA ones I thought were going to be horrible, but man, he gets right into why they screwed up. Yeah, like money wise and stuff. Like, he doesn't, like I said, he'll never get into the numbers, but he will. Some of the, like the one I just listened to about, they really got into Dixie, talking about her stupid stuff.
Oh wow!
She had to have her own Dixie character, her own doll.
Holy shit.
and they were going to have a whole thing on TNA of where's Dixie, and people in the crowd would be like holding their dollar. Oh, Dixie's on the plane.
And Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and they're saying, and this is at the point where she's not paying everybody, and they're saying instead of paying the company, she's more wants her Dixie doll out there.
Yeah. Oh.
Some good kicks to the head, a chop to the neck.
Haku's no joke, man.
I don't know how he can wrestle with no boots on, but I guess once you're used to it.
Those Island Boys, they didn't care.
I guess they walk around bare feet everywhere, maybe. Like, this had nothing to do with wrestling, but I was in the bar one time, and this big fat guy come in. He had to be 400 pounds, wearing no shoes, and he was dirty feet. And the lady said in the bar, she goes, he come right over to me. Hey, how's it going? And the bar lady came, we can't serve you, sir, because you're wearing no shoes. He lifts up his foot, and he goes, I haven't worn shoes in 10 years. And I mean, the bottom of his feet looked like a leather jacket with...
Ew.
Yeah, and she says, well, okay. She looked at me, she says, do you care? I don't fucking care. Care if he's got no shoes on? Yeah, I mean, it was gross. He had, like, holes in his feet, like, yeah.
That's nasty.
Well, he says, I walk around in the ice and the snow, and...
Look at this. Davey Boy bringing Haku in the hard way.
Yeah.
Is that him going up? He's going for the power slam.
It's a great move. Boom! That's got to be it.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Wow, he kicked out. He's tough then.
That's why they're setting up the finisher.
Up, power slam, and then the headbutt. Ooh, why would you ever want to headbutt Haku?
Yeah, well, he usually does it off the top rope, but I probably didn't go up there because all the people in the way.
Yeah, I think he hurt himself more than he hurt him.
Oh.
Ooh, kicked him right in the face.
Sweet chin music.
See you later.
Nice.
Now it's... Oh, 2 teams left on the good guys.
I know Dino would hate it if I said it, but I think the Bulldogs are very overrated.
I never really got to see a lot of their matches, to be completely honest with you.
Well, they basically did the Road Warrior squash matches, and they were only in the WWE for 2 years, if that.
Yeah.
Like the British Bulldog, he's awesome. And so is Dynamite Kid, but the British Bulldogs as a WWE entity are really that big.
Yeah.
Won the title once, I think.
Yeah. WrestleMania 2.
That's when they had Lou Albano.
Yeah, and Ozzy was there.
Yeah. And as Ozzy says, he does not remember even being there.
I'm not surprised.
How could you not remember? I guess he's in front of that. I was just going to say, how could you not remember being in front of 50,000 plus people? But I guess he's in front of that every night almost.
Well, that, and you don't know what he was on.
Yeah.
Man, Greg the Hammer putting the boots to one of
Is
the
that one of the
Lions.
Yeah, they're still in there.
Yeah, who'd have thought you'd see the Young Stallions survive and the Bulldogs be eliminated first?
Yeah, good point.
I wouldn't have seen that one coming.
I think at one point they were trying to build these Young Stallions as a hot baby face, kind of like the Rockers thing.
Yeah.
But everybody just didn't click in because Paul Roma and Jim Powers, they were jobbers before.
Yeah, and it's like, you expected me to take this serious after you friggin' showed me he loses every week?
Yeah, it'd be like the Brooklyn Brawler and who was the other guy there? Barry Horowitz as a team or something.
Yeah.
It'd be like... They did try to build them up, give them some wins versus other jobber teams.
They're getting mad because his guy was getting killed in a corner. Good way to get your guy killed some more.
Yeah.
Ooh, big elbow by the Hammer.
There's that referee now, his shirt's untucked. He looks like he just woke up.
Yeah, it's all unkept. Hammer drags him back into their corner so they could pound him some more.
Yeah, but that's what I loved about the tag wrestling is the stupid guy, hey, you're beating up my buddy. And the ref's like, get back there, get back there. So they all get on him and start kicking the crap out of him.
Big backdrop.
Across the ropes.
Dino drops him right face first. Now, they were talking about Dino Bravo. He's one of the couple guys in wrestling history that have supposedly, allegedly, been killed by the mob.
Yeah, he was killed by the French mob there.
Allegedly.
Yeah, well, I don't know for sure. But
that's why I say allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to put him into figure 4. Oh, no, he kicked him off.
That was back then when everybody was getting killed over in Quebec there. He had a huge war.
Wow.
Gang war.
Look at this. Ooh, sunset flip.
And he got him.
And he got him. The Dream Team's gone.
Geez, maybe the young Stallions are going to win.
Look at Roma's hair, too. You talk about the 80s. Look at his hair.
Yeah.
It's like he's got one of those perms.
Yeah. Italian perms.
Yeah, if you'd have told me the 2 surviving babyface teams were the Young Stallions and the Killer Bees, I would have called you a liar.
Yeah, me too. Especially with the Bulldogs out there and the champs, the Martel and...
Yeah.
But maybe, they're like, hey, we want to get a
future.
Yeah, let's let these guys go wrestle for an hour. We'll just get out of here. Go have a drink. We ain't losing our belts.
Yeah. That's true.
Comes Brett. What's going on now?
His hair is all messed up. He just looks annoyed like, come here.
Brett, annoyed?
Never.
Yeah, that don't sound like him.
Who'd ever thought Bret Hart angry? Like you see those memes rough. Everywhere now they have of him, and they make me laugh. It'll be like a picture of him, and it says, "I blame Seth Rollins." Like for everything, like even like ridiculous things.
Of course, everything's Seth Rollins' fault. He does everything.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
I was sure a nice jump he did off the top there.
That was crazy.
Yeah. He's my favorite guy now. He's been my favorite for a while.
And I don't let you guys. I mentioned last night, the thing with Jericho wearing the Sin Cara mask was hilarious.
I didn't get that till everybody said it on the internet. Oh, okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah, because him and Sin Cara got in a fist fight.
Yeah.
So he was like making fun of him. Ooh, big headbutt. And see what
double elbow.
I remember they used to call him when he was finishing up his career Romeo Roma in WCW.
Oh man.
Remember, because him and he missed a leg drop. Him and Paul Wonderful were a tag team.
I didn't mind that tag team, of course. Well, Paul Orndorff is always one of my favorites too, so I had to give him a break, you know.
Give a pass.
Yeah.
Ooh, whatever that thing does, it looked.
Yeah. Once Paul Orndorff pile drived Hulk Hogan that time, that's it. He's in my books forever.
I
love that.
You didn't like Hogan.
Well, I liked the heels, right? And of course, Hogan couldn't wrestle worth shit, but he didn't have to.
I remember you always telling me, you're like, oh, definitely Bundy's going to get him this time. And
well, I didn't think Bundy would get him, but I thought Mr. Perfect was going to get him at Orndorff. Like, at least give him one win.
Yeah.
Flip over the belt. But, no, it's back when, Hogan went for, 4 years or something?
Yeah, from like 84 to 88.
But it worked. Brought in the people. That's all that
I was
matters.
just going to say that. That's all that matters. Here comes
Back
Brett.
body
Oh,
drop.
no, he's doing a back suplex. I thought he was doing that back breaker. Ooh, 2.5.
Kick out at 2.
Yeah, like they do at the indie shows. 2! Man, he's just
biting him.
clawing at his face.
I think he was biting him.
Oh, wow.
There's the claw. He's a savage. He's got to bite him.
Yeah, heaven knows an island guy's got to be... Pardon the pun with Randy Savage.
Let's be getting the end here. Close.
Ooh.
So not a bit to go.
Yeah. I was surprised how long this was. This match. Not the pay-per-view in general, just this match. Martel makes me... Or not Martel. Roma makes me laugh how he sells. Because the way he like opens his mouth like, oh.
That was a nice standing drop kick there by Haku.
Yeah, man. He's really a good worker, or was. I don't know if he still is, but at one time he was very good. Even Anvil getting up for a drop kick, that's impressive.
Wow.
Because he's, what, a good 280? 285?
Yeah.
Ooh, running power slam. No, he didn't get him. I'll be damned.
Damn fucking Stallions. If the young Stallion can somehow win, this is going to be...
It's like the bug that you couldn't squish.
Yeah.
They must have, like you said, been really like trying to hype these guys up at the time.
They even had their own shirts, and they had their... Because I do remember them, they had really were pumping the young Stallions. Because I used to get that magazine.
Okay.
Yeah, my got me that for a subscription. It was like for 5 years he got me a subscription because it was a deal. Years and half off.
Hey, that is a good deal.
Yeah, I can't remember, but it was Christmas present.
Ooh,
and
drop kick, and he rolls him over, and the Hearts get eliminated.
Oh man!
He popped him, and what's his name from the Killer Bees rolled him over to get the 3. So now it's 2-on-1.
I always hated Jim Brunzell. Kick the crap out of him.
Oh, jumping Jim Brunzell, yeah. He was the epitome of a jobber.
I don't know, not tonight.
No, but usually.
Yeah, well, the Killer Bees, they were just above the Young Stallions on the totem pole thing.
And they both didn't last.
Unless they win tonight, jeez.
These guys gotta be tired, though, you know? Even if they haven't been in there constantly, they've been going a good, 30 minutes.
Well, and the end here, they've been carrying it.
Yeah, that too. Especially these guys, like Haku and Tama. Because they're all by themselves now.
Come on, get rid of that bee.
Ooh, shoulder breaker.
Thomas got no shoes on too, or boots.
Yeah. Remember, Rusev did that, and then once he fucked up his foot, they're like, nah, you're wearing boots.
Yeah, then he had those goofy little ones on, and now he's wearing big, nice ones.
Yeah, he was wearing, ones that, stood out, and not in a good way.
Yeah. I like Rusev. I've liked him since day one.
He's got the nerve hold on him, Lance.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's gotta hurt. And the referee, his whole shirt's hanging out now.
Uh-oh.
all sweaty. You can
Getting
almost
all
see through it.
disheveled.
Yeah, looks like a homeless guy almost.
He really does. You know he'll be in the main event, usually Earl Hebner. This is before he got fired.
Yeah, I think he's outside there somewhere. There he is.
Yeah, well, who knows if it's Earl or Dave because they didn't do the switcheroo angle yet.
Yeah.
He sure looks angry there putting that on, doesn't he? He's like, ugh.
Well, it gives you extra force.
Yeah.
Gives you +3 in power.
I don't even remember who Brunzell's partner was.
What, here?
Yeah.
Jumping Jim Brunzell and B.
Was
Brian
it
Blair.
Blair?
Yeah.
Okay, now I remember.
Yeah, because Jumping Jim Brunzell
and B. Brian Blair.
B. Brian Blair, yeah.
Okay, yeah, now I remember.
Because they...
You got him in the sunset.
Did he get him? Oh,
no,
man.
2.5. Finish is
Kick out at 2, as Cole would say. Jesus.
Yeah, God.
You know, I like SmackDown, except they got 4 freaking guys out there now on commentary.
That's bad.
3 is hard enough, because somebody wants to talk all the time, but...
And the 4th guy I don't like.
I don't even know clue who he is. I know that
he does the NXT shows.
Okay.
Him and Corey Graves, Tom Phillips. He's annoying.
The other guy there, the lawyer guy that used to be the lawyer.
Oh, Tunga.
Tunga, yeah, he's just...
Oh, he made the tag, Lance.
Oh, jeez, the young Stallions are going to win.
They're going to make your night. Nice backdrop. I think they're going for their finishing move or something.
Must be.
Ooh, big power slam. Oh, and Tama breaks it up. And then just beats the snot out of... I think that's Roma.
Yeah, the best horseman ever. This must be the match that they gave him for his interview. He's like, yeah, look at this match. This
yeah.
All right.
There he goes. He's going to make a tag to the other Killer Bee.
Yeah, that's B. Brian Blair.
And he just gets a snot kicked out of him the second he walks in.
Good. Come back, Islanders.
Because usually a guy, when he tags in, will get some kind of offense. It's like, nope, and they just started pummeling him.
So much for that hot tag, yeah. The hot tag usually means you're going to do good.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what the hell that was.
Kind of a spinning elbow thing.
Either way, it wasn't too bad.
No. Although that didn't work out good.
Oh, we missed it. Going for another tag here.
Now, here's how you do the hot tag.
Yeah. Your buddy, Jumping Jim Brunzell.
Well, he was the star of the team.
Oh, that was a bad backdrop.
Because, yeah, he came from AWA. Him and Greg Gagne were that huge team for years up there.
Oh, okay.
The High Flyers, that's what they were called.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice drop kick.
Well, it was supposed to be him and Greg Gagne to come over, but, this was AWA era where Vern Gagne...
Yeah, things happened.
He's not going to let his son go over to the WWE. Oh, there's the mask thing.
Yeah, the switcheroo. And they get the 3.
Wouldn't it be like, hey, that guy's got a mask on all of a sudden? Oh, God. I can't...
That's
the
weird.
2 teams you would think would not win are the winners.
Yeah. The Young Stallions and the Killer Bees.
Jeez, I was making a cast a comment that the Stallions are going to win, and they did.
That's funny.
Must have been that horseshoe comment that rubbed over
Yeah.
on the first match.
The Lucky Horseshoe.
I seriously had no clue they were going to win. Like, I would have put money on that they were going to lose. Because I started watching this last night just to see where the bubbles were, but I didn't watch any of it, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, I watched it back in the day. Jesus.
That's funny.
Ah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to skip a little bit and go to the next bubble.
The one that should say 6-on-6, 5-on-5 elimination match. Is that the one we're going to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
the rest is all just hype. Okay, everybody hit the bubble now.
Okay.
And
they're coming out now.
There we go. Should have a nice high shot of them coming in. Oh, Rick Rude, King Kong Bundy. Jeez, that's already a good team.
Yeah, they had a really good team, I remember.
Well,
and
these
how
guys...
Rick Rude, man, not even being in WWF at the time long and being in the main event.
Well, these guys are longtime friends, right? They were their own team back in the... way back when Bundy had hair. They were tagged.
Yeah.
I think that was the Dallas one, the Von Erich
Yeah, I
guys.
believe so.
It's like I said, I used to get that channel too when I was a kid. I was spoiled. Holy, look at those tights. And there's stop signs and road signs. And
yeah, they're weird.
Well, that's the thing about Rude. He always wore different tights. Must get expensive. Jesus.
You would think.
I'm sure he didn't wear the same... I'm sure every TV probably changed it up, but...
Yeah.
What do we got here?
Oh, the Natural Butch Reed and
the
the One-Man Gang.
Oh, man.
That's a serious team.
Yeah, Butch Reed showed up for this match. Otherwise, he'd be the champ. Intercontinental champion.
Yeah, hey. Made Honky Tonk Man a lot of money.
Yeah. I wonder if Honky Tonk bought his name.
That's funny.
That'd be quite ironic.
Wouldn't it, though?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't blame Honky Tonk Man for trying to make money. Who's their captain? Oh, obviously it's...
The big guy.
Yeah. He still owns the world's record of most beer drank in one night.
Yeah, in one sitting.
I think I could compete. No.
You're not drinking 100 and some.
Yeah. It's funny, though, that you see pictures of Andre holding a beer can, and it looks like a shot glass.
Or a thimble.
Yeah.
Like you could barely tell. He has it.
Well, you had that giganticism thing or whatever.
Did the Big Show have
disease? Yeah, but now they can
fix it.
They can stop it. Yeah, because it's your gland in your brain that tells you to grow.
He lost like another 50 pounds.
Did he?
He's under 400 now.
Well, good for him, health-wise. Obviously, it's got to be good.
He looks in phenomenal shape. All right, here we go. I was wrong. Mr. Wonderful is there.
Is he? Here he is.
It's Hogan, Paul Orndorff, Ken Patera, Bam Bam, and I can't see the fifth person. Oh,
Don Morocco. Everybody that's always betrayed Hogan in the past are now on his team. And there's that Paul Humperdinck or something.
Yeah.
Behind
Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
That's it.
That was weird when he was with Bam Bam. And then remember Bam Bam came back like 5 years later. I think it was 93 he came back.
Yeah, I think he was just jerked backstage and thought he's better than everybody.
Yeah.
All those tattoos on the head got her hurt.
Yeah, Lanny told that story. Macho Man's brother.
Yeah.
He was like the only guy he ever really disliked backstage.
I think they said he was kind of a bull, but...
Yeah.
You know...
Look at Hogan trying to freaking clothesline Bam Bam. I didn't like that belt that Hogan has. I thought it was an ugly belt.
The one they changed to is this after the wing belt, obviously?
This was right before. The wing belt came at WrestleMania 4.
Okay, this was when that kind of had the flags on it and stuff still.
Yeah. It was a weird kind of belt.
Oh, Ken Patera.
To me that Ken Patera was in this match.
Yeah, but look at these guys. They're all heels.
Yeah, Don Morocco said he hated it when he was a face.
Well, it just never suited it, right?
Yeah, when I thought of Morocco, he was always the bad guy with Mr. Fuji.
Yeah, same with Mr. Wonderful here, Paul. Although Paul Orndorff wasn't that bad of a face. But
he was okay.
Yeah. It'd be like King Kong Bundy. He never was a good guy. Not that I remember of.
Yeah, really.
I don't think he was. Be like his own. And then you could be the Big Show, like you said, lose 40 pounds or whatever. How much you say he lost?
Close to 50.
50 pounds. And he'll come back and he'll be a good guy, of course, cracking jokes. And
he looked if you can find a recent picture of him, the one I saw, he looked in like absolutely like phenomenal shape.
Right, well, good for him.
I was shocked. Good. I saw it and they said he was like 395 now, I think, or something.
Wow.
He looked really lean.
Well, 395, that doesn't sound like small, but dude, wow, man, the guy's like 7.
He was like 550, I think, at one point.
Yeah. When he was in the ECW there, you look back and it's like, oh my God, he really does look like
this is.
Yeah. Well, he even said back then he wasn't into wrestling. He was drinking all the time and eating all the time and just
he
to
wasn't
work,
taking
get
it
out of there,
seriously.
getting his check and see ya.
You remember he got arrested for like exposing himself or something at the hotel.
Yeah.
But this was in like WWE.
Okay, I think I heard something about it, but.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I don't mind that belt, although it's Hogan's belt there. But
I always like the big gold, that belt.
Yeah, on any of the belts anybody has now.
Yes.
Once again, we have 50 champions in WWE in wrestling now. It's like,
yeah.
Oh.
It's like, come on, just hurry up and wrestle. Stop wasting time.
This problem. Yeah. The big dudes in there, though. Jeez.
Well, Vince loved his big men.
Yeah, especially against Hogan.
Well, yeah, it was always a monster to feed to Hogan.
Oh.
Because when you think about it, it makes sense. He wrestled the Boss Man, One Man Gang, Earthquake, Bundy, Andre. I mean, there was the rare exception when he would fight like Macho Man or Slaughter or Warrior.
Mr. Perfect.
Yeah. But for the most part, he fought huge guys.
Well, because he had to do the body slam, right? That was the boom. Oh, my God, he got him.
Yeah.
Big John Studd.
Even Sid Vicious.
Yeah. Bam Bam.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Time's it over there? About 7 o'clock?
6:37.
37.
Here you go. Here's a good matchup. Rude and Morocco.
I always liked the Magnificent Morocco. I didn't like The Rock, Don Morocco, but...
Yeah, especially when you have Billy Graham with him.
I also like Don Morocco because he always used to beat the shit out of Steamboat.
Yeah. Boom. Mr. Wonderful really nailed him there.
So this has probably got to be the end of Orndorff's WWE run.
I think so. Let me double check.
Same with Patera and Morocco. Especially
I know, they lasted till after WrestleMania 4. Because I remember Morocco being in the tournament.
Oh, that's right. I really liked WrestleMania 4, but of course that's because I'm a Macho Man fan, right?
Right.
And talk about a long WrestleMania. That's probably one of the longest ever.
Yeah.
I remember when I didn't watch it live, but I didn't know who. I had no clue who won until it came out to the video store. And that one came out on 2 tapes. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I remember that.
This one's 2 tapes.
Orndorff left in January of '88.
So yeah, a few months later.
Yeah. I just think it's funny they have Ken Patera kicking everyone's ass when they know he never won anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he won a medal in weightlifting or something.
Yeah,
in
no,
the
I just meant in WWF. It's like nobody took him seriously.
Well, and plus he went to jail after that big
that too
thing, so
that did no favor.
Didn't help. No. Well, they tried to make him an All-American guy and didn't work, so they made him a heel and
didn't work.
He wasn't a bad heel, but he just was kind of just there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Mr. Wonderful kicking everybody's ass.
Is it what did they? Is this the natural Butch Reed or hacksaw Butch Reed?
The natural.
Because because they already got hacksaw Jim.
This got it. Yeah. See you later, Butch Reed.
Holy fuck, that's a fast count.
That was fast. He was like boom, boom, boom.
Look out behind you.
Uh-oh.
Look at Hogan. He's like hugging everybody, and now he's gonna turn around and
he turns
you.
Around, like,
is he gonna point his? I thought he was gonna point his finger.
Yeah, I want you.
No. Oh, Hogan chickened out. Well, it's good strategy, though, I guess.
Yeah.
Gee, Andre got to be about 600 pounds there, maybe.
You would think.
The one-man gang's got to be 550, and Bundy's got to be 400.
Yeah, because I think they sometimes would say they were billed thinner than what they really were.
Yeah, or bigger, and when they went bigger, they went like Andre the Giant's 7'9", and
yeah, some ridiculous. Like Giant Gonzalez, he's 8 feet tall.
Well, if you ever that horrible match with the Undertaker there, and they're standing there, the Undertaker's looking up at least a foot. So
yeah, because
Gonzalez was literally that tall. He was just a string bean type guy.
Well, I don't know if you remember this, He was drafted by the Atlanta Hawks, I believe, to play basketball.
Yeah, that's where they seen him.
And what happened was he was a shitty basketball player. So Ted Turner owned WCW too. So he said, "Guess what? You're going to be a wrestler."
Yeah, he had to get his money out of him somehow. I don't know if he owned the Hawks.
He's legitimately 7'6".
7'6", okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just read that.
It was done.
Man, Rude putting a hurting on Mr. Wonderful.
Another guy that should have had the title.
Man, there's so many.
Both these guys.
Yeah. I agree with that.
But of course, this was the Hogan era. And, like I said before, it worked.
Look at the size of Andre's boots.
They say he could put an egg through his ring finger.
Wow. Jeez, what a clothesline by Morocco.
Another guy that was good and stiff.
Yeah.
He had a great pile driver, too. I guess he had the first tombstone pile driver.
I heard that from guys that wrestled, and I've seen shoot interviews back in the day, this ring, they said, was like falling on concrete. It was so stiff. I was like, dear God, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, no wonder the guys didn't want to fall down, go to the ground.
Yeah. Patera's coming in to fight the gang.
Yeah.
Thumbed him in the eye.
And then the old one-man gang turned black and came from Africa and became a dancing machine.
Almost got a 3 there. I don't know how he got him over on a friggin'... Because Patera doesn't look like that big of a guy. Maybe I'm wrong. He had the world record for bench lift or bench press at one point, but this is at the end of his career. Like, you look at some of his earlier stuff, and he's obviously just so... I mean, he looks... And he's wearing that, like, weird thing around his arm.
Yeah, he always had a bad elbow. So that's he tried to make...
like something to protect it.
Yeah, but the stupid thing he did, he made it look like tried to make it flesh-colored, I guess, so you couldn't see it.
Yeah, it looks like a prosthesis.
It's dumb. If he would have made it white or black, or who knows, maybe the doctor made it for him, and that's what color it came.
Yeah, who knows.
But it was about 3 years ago I watched maybe 4 live stream of, they called it a Legends thing, and, I mean, the guys they had Jimmy Snuka come out, they had his Battle Royal, they had Iron Sheik. It was like, it was horrible.
You know, Sheik can barely walk.
Well, yeah, it was funny, they announced him, and out he comes, and they announced the next guy, and he walked by him, and they announced the next guy, and he walked by him.
Oh, that's sad.
And, he won. The Sheik won. He ended up just basically standing in the corner the whole match. It was a battle royal, and then threw the last guy out. Or, not a battle royale, it was a royal battle, because they couldn't call it a battle royal. Oh, no, Rumble Royal. It was not a Rumble Royal.
What the hell was that?
It was up the way, yeah.
That's a weird way to beat somebody. Sorry, I was just amazed by that 3 there.
It just...
Like, what the fuck was that? Oh, Hogan with the big clothesline on the gang.
Yeah. I gotta admit, Hogan had a good running clothesline into the corner.
Yes.
That looks like that would really hurt.
That was always good. I agree.
But his stupid back rakes and...
yeah, like heel moves.
But if somebody scratched your back like that with their fingers, that's not going to really hurt.
Honestly, oh my God, they crashed. When I was going to say, when I see that, it's like a bitch move.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
It is. It's like grabbing your hair or getting you in the nuts or...
Yeah. Oh,
At
Mr.
least,
Wonderful with the hot tag going crazy.
at least poking someone in the eyes. It's desperate, like, type move.
Ooh.
Orndorff looking a little off, not as big as he usually does there, maybe.
They said the reason he left is he actually, like, retired for a little bit.
Is this any time about the steroid scandal thing?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I think that was way... There's another bang, bang, bang tag, pin.
Rude got him with the trunks.
Well, at least the referee's pins the same every time, it looks like.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
Clothesline.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's a really fast count for everybody.
See, a lot of guys are
At
from
least
this
he's
match.
consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
That's what, when I watch football or hockey or as long as the referee is consistent, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
If he's consistently calling penalties, high knee by Hogan.
Who'd ever thought you'd see a running knee from Hogan?
What the hell was that?
Ooh, big
nice
power slam.
It's got to be it. Oh, that 3 was so fast we didn't even see it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I was like, did he kick out? That was really fast. Ooh.
They must be running out of time, and it's like, yeah, we can make up time. We'll have the referee go, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Well, that'll make 2 seconds. Oh, missed it.
3 on 3 now.
Bundy never did a knee. Why is he doing that?
Yeah, really.
Should have landed on his belly.
I don't know if he still does, but he used to own a wrestling school about 40 minutes from where I live. It was called Devastation University.
Yeah, I just seen it was about a couple months ago. He did a podcast with Russo, and he said he doesn't do nothing anymore.
Okay.
He might still own it and have somebody else run it, but
that's possible.
He says he just basically stays at home and does nothing. Hey, I'm not saying he's rich, but if you're staying home and doing nothing, you must have enough money to stay home and do nothing.
I was going to say, you must be well off. Look at it. Oh, he tried to slam the gang and he got burned.
That's got to be it. Jesus, how can you kick out when the counts are like, bam, bam, bam. It's like, Jesus Christ, I just better, as soon as I hit the ground, kick out.
Yeah. And you know who that is? What the referee? Oh, he got hit by Andre.
It's the Morella or whatever.
And a big splash. Good night.
That's got to be it.
Yeah, that's Gorilla Monsoon's son. Joey Morella.
Yeah. Oh, we got 3 giant guys versus Hogan and his giant guy.
Yeah, kind of giant guy. Because he looks small compared to the others.
He does, and that's crazy. Bam Bam Bigelow is not a small man.
Not in any sense of the word.
Yeah, well, obviously Hogan's not a small guy. Oh, splat.
I said, dear God, it's got to hurt. I don't care, if it's scripted or not. That had to fucking hurt. Ooh, and then he gets decapitated by Bundy.
That was a nice clothesline.
That was a vicious clothesline.
Well, Bam Bam made it look so good, obviously.
Yeah. It's just funny when you look at it, you're like, wow, he looks small compared to them.
He's easily got to be 325 pounds.
At least.
6'2", maybe 6'3".
I think so.
But like you said, when you're standing there out there with Andre, Gang and Bundy, I think all Andre has done is walked out there, turned around, and tagged somebody so far.
It's true.
But hey, he's the captain.
Okay, here he is. Bigelow, he was billed at 6'4", 390.
Yeah, he looks 390. And he doesn't look 6'4", but like you said, they build guys
They tended to exaggerate.
one way or the other.
Yeah.
Like sometimes Eddie Guerrero was 230, sometimes he was 180, or depending on how they wanted sympathy for him.
Yeah, well, remember when Hogan came back in '93 for his last run? He was normally 303 pounds. Remember that?
Yeah,
was the
303. I was just gonna say it.
When he came back, I'll never forget it because they said at 260 pounds. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's Bret Hart weight. Well, no, not Bret Hart. I guess
But he
that'd be
must
Rick
have
Rude
lost
weight.
like a ton of weight from the juice. Because in '93 he was off the juice.
So they say.
Yeah, with the steroid trial and everything coming up. Well, I know you and I can both agree Brock Lesnar is off the juice.
Oh, man.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, Elvis, within 6 months, you can just see how all of his shoulders and back went down to his
and his chest.
belly. Yeah, now
because he had like a little pot belly. Like it's not like he hasn't been as religious in the gym. I mean,
well, if I'm going in,
I got room to talk.
Well, I'm just saying, if I'm going in for a match and I know I'm losing in 3 minutes, why the hell am I worried about it? I'll just go in 3 minutes and the hell out. Yeah. But
man, Bam Bam's sure taking a beating, isn't he? There you go. Here comes a giant.
Here he comes.
Let's see what he does.
Gonna chop him. He's already puffing, but.
Oh, he missed him. Hogan.
There we go. Hogan's gonna Hulk. I guess he's got to get beat up before he can Hulk up, doesn't he?
Here we go. And, oh no. He went to headbutt him and they're just choking each other. Ooh, a chop.
Well, they're just flailing away, aren't they?
Yeah.
Good thing Andre's in the corner, or he'd be on the ground. But Andre's probably so ill at this time, because this is after WrestleMania 3, so...
Yeah, because Vince said that he didn't even want to do WrestleMania 3. He said, I'm done.
Well, the reason he did it is because Vince paid back surgery.
Yes, that's true. Bundy pulls Hogan out. Now they're fighting.
There's no way Hogan can't not win.
Oh, he slams the one-man gang out onto the walkway. There comes Bundy getting him again.
Yeah, you would think with Joey Morello's countouts would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Then he slams Bundy. We got to make him look strong.
Oh, he's out. He's out.
Wow. He's counted out.
Wow, they've been crazy up finishes all night. Yes. No, so who cares, right? That's the only way they can lose.
Yeah, who'd ever
thought? Let him lose, but it's not for the belt, so... He doesn't lose his belt, but he still loses.
All mad, and he's like, "Get out, get out!" Like he won't leave because he's just like a crybaby.
Yeah, well, that's Hogan. He always got to steal the spotlight.
You better believe it. Look at him. He's like, huh?
Oh, back to a Bruce Pritchard podcast thing, but he was saying how sometimes he had to edit shows with Hogan.
Yeah.
Hogan would come in and say, "Nope, you can see my bald spot. Change it up."
Wow.
And would have to redo the matches and from different camera angles so that Hogan's bald spot wouldn't be shown.
That's crazy. Well, Bam Bam looks like he's in trouble. 3-on-1.
Yeah. I'll go for the win. because he's counting so quick.
Yeah.
Take Andre
like
or
wasting
Workman.
time.
Yeah, because it's going to take him 2 weeks to get in there.
Yeah, really. Especially with the Giant. Oh. I always thought Bam Bam was one of the most agile big guys. You know, because you could go off the top rope and stuff. I always thought that was cool.
Yeah, moonsaults and... Oh, another Bruce Pritchard broadcast thing. The one he talked about Vader that he just did was really good.
I didn't hear it yet.
Also about Vader. Yeah, well, it sucks. I've listened to them all now, and I gotta wait every week. You know what's cool about his is that the fans get to vote on what they want to talk about.
Ooh, Bundy missed Lance.
Yeah, there's another awesome Bam Bam move. It's got to be it.
Yeah, he got him. Now it's 2-on-1.
I'm assuming I'm not. I'm just guessing now. I'm thinking somehow Andre will be the winner. Gotta give Andre a pity win.
You would think.
Or maybe this is when they were building up Bam Bam. I can't remember.
I don't remember at the time, to be honest with you.
Well, I totally don't remember. I've been totally wrong. Only thing I was right on was the horseshoes on the guy's trunks.
Yeah. You were wrong on the Young Stallions.
Oh, man. Like I said, I would have bet the farm on that
one.
Yeah, I would have bet everything I own. But you don't bet on wrestling because somebody knows the winner.
You only bet on wrestling if you're part of creative.
Yeah.
Because you can legitimately do it now.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know either, but you can
get their
bet
money,
on wrestling in Vegas now.
Yeah.
That's wild, isn't it?
Well, maybe that's why James Worth's winning. Vince is betting on him.
There you go, trying to knock money back.
5 to 1. I'll put $1 million down on Ellsworth. Yeah. I got a feeling about him.
What's your name, sir? Yeah. Not Vince McMahon.
No, he'd have to have his. It's about the Patterson contract.
That's funny.
I'm betting for Vince. $1 billion on James Ellsworth. Yeah, then he bet the $10 million, and the odds would go back to 2 to 1 the other way. Oh, there's the big move.
Jesus, he's dead.
Good thing Andre's in the corner and doesn't have to move around. Oh, is he going to the top? Oh, this can't work. No way.
Jesus, he's going to break the ropes.
He's going to kill him if he lands on him.
Oh, my God, he missed.
Oh, God.
And he gets the win. Oh, it's 1-on-1 now, Lance.
Yeah. Come on, get him, Andre.
There's a chance.
I've actually never been much of a Bam Bam Bigelow fan, so...
And Andre's just beating the tar out of him. Ooh, the big headbutt.
Jeez.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Look at the crowd. They're looking at the back. Something's happening. Oh, no.
No, I was just looking at that fist. You're like, Jesus Christ.
I was looking at see how the fans are looking at the back. I thought Hogan was coming back out.
Oh, he got out of the way.
Come on, Bam Bam. Roly-poly. Roly.
Doing his little rolls like they teach you in wrestling school. Oh, he missed him.
How bad did that look? Jeez. Not Bam Bam's fault, though. He's wrestling with a tub of goo.
Look at this. Suplex.
That's got to be it.
And Andre's the sole survivor.
Yeah. Give Andre the pity win.
Sympathy
It wasn't
win.
for any... Yeah, well, it wasn't for anything. Oh, here we go.
And now comes out Hogan.
With the belt. Over the head. like a scaldry dog heel. Hits him again in the back. Says Hogan. Oh my God, Jesse's freaking out too.
Oh, that's funny.
This is a disgrace on Hogan. Of course, Hogan's got to come and steal the show.
It doesn't surprise me though when people say those things about Hogan, because all these years you've heard that he's such an egomaniac.
Well, this is the thing that I hated the most about Hogan. You know, WrestleMania 4, Macho Man finally wins, but Hogan has to come out, help him win, and then pose down.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Then they were like stuck with each other.
Yeah, you know, at least they gave Macho Man the championship, but Jesus. And especially then they went to WrestleMania 5, which was them against each other, right?
Yeah.
And
you can thank your buddy the Honky Tonk Man for Savage winning.
Yeah. The first thing I knew, when Savage came out first as the champion, it's like, well, obviously Hogan's going to win. Champion always comes out second.
You're right.
No, Hogan came out first. I even said to all my buddies we were watching it, and I go, that's it. It's over. What do you mean? I go, Savage is coming out first. He's obviously going to lose.
Yeah, the champion always comes out second.
Back then. Now it's a little different.
Yeah.
You know, I guess they say it's the champion's prerogative, I guess, is how they've explained it now.
Yeah.
The champion.
Isn't it ridiculous, though? Hogan loses, and he still gets to, like, pose down with the fans.
If anybody should get to pose down with the fans, it's Bam Bam, because at least he eliminated a bunch of guys. Yeah. But, got to give the fans what they want back then.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give that a C+, I guess.
Yeah, I could see that. All right, before we get out of here for today, if anyone wants us to watch a show that's on the WWE Network, which is anything on the network it can be, leave a comment under this show, and we'll try and do it.
Have we had anybody ever ask? Come on, guys, help us out, because it's hard to pick what we want to watch. And if you guys are listening, you want to watch something for us to do, we'll do it.
Absolutely.
That's the hardest part of the show, is trying to figure out what to pick.
Yeah. All right, everybody, we're going to get out of here for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And we'll see you back next week. Have a good night,
Wait,
everybody.
it's not over. It's not over. Ah, it is.
Have a good